Welcome to the Alberta Avalanche podcast. I'm your host, Psycho, and he is your other host who is shining a very bright candle into his face, Ripper56.
It is kind of like a really bright candle.
That
did nothing for me. That did nothing.
Hopefully everybody's had a fantastic, happy Mario Day. Today we are recording this on the 10th, so whenever this one comes out, I'm not sure when it does.
Whenever it does, it'll be out.
Hopefully, I thought you got your ears pierced for a minute there.
Yeah, I did. Didn't you see?
Just the way that your light
I
shined off. You would probably look good with your ears pierced.
I probably would too. I'd probably look good with a tattoo, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I still want to get a nice sleeve
tattoo.
Like, I think it would look so good, a nice sleeve tattoo. At least I was told that would look good.
Yeah, so we don't necessarily know what we're going to be talking about today, but there were some questions asked in the Discord. I think we could probably talk about those.
There's just 5 questions?
Yeah, there's a couple questions. They're from Tectonic in our Discord.
I'm Tectonic. You know one thing that I forgot that we did?
What?
When we did our Ask Us Any Question video.
Yeah.
I love that thumbnail you did, by the way.
Thank you.
Sorry, off topic. We forgot to thank everybody who asked us questions in that video.
Right.
So I know this is kind of a cop-out, doing it now.
Cop-out excuse.
Just gonna go back. Let's thank TGS for those questions. TGS Panda Ops 357 DZ/.
Put my headphones back on.
Tenno asked a few. Dr. Doom. Yep. So the question that was asked in our Discord today: will AVA be separated by content and comp, like the content creators for content, creators for content, then players for comp? Example like phase, or a mixture, creator content plus comp, like the people in PWR, or just whatever flows, like some here, some there, like a content vid with a comp player, like 100 Thieves. That is a really good question.
Interesting.
Here's the way I'm gonna look at it. Could I be the first to go after it?
You're good. Yeah.
I love PWR. I love how natural they are with each other. How much they genuinely like being around each other.
Yeah.
If we could, that's kind of the style I want to go for. I'm not gonna assign people. Pardon me.
I got blinded by a light. Ouch.
I'm blinded by the lights.
No,
I thought we were streaming. I'm like, hello there, chat.
Well, this is awkward.
Unscripted podcast here. But yeah, that's what my vision of it is. I don't want to pigeonhole people into you're signed to only play comp and that's all you can do. And they could, for 1 year, a comp player could be like, you know what, I'm going to go hard on comp. And then the next year they could be like, I really don't want to, but I'm signed to this org contract. Or I'm not sure if there's any examples of that currently in the market right now, but there's got to be some in the past.
Yeah.
Of pros turned content players. Oh well, Zemi was a pro turned content.
Yeah, but he was never signed to an org.
Exactly. But that's kind of what I would want to do. That's the style. I want to create more. I want to create an org of content creators who are genuinely like being around each other.
Yeah.
That even if it's one of them is a pro in Fortnite.
CSGO or something, I don't know.
Yeah, CSGO or CSGO, Fortnite, something like that. They still playing with another content creator in another. So say they wanted to play Rocket League together.
Yeah.
They would still have fun doing that no matter what the game they're playing.
Yeah.
So as much as our brand for the Two Bros Gaming is family. Family is everything.
It's all about the family.
Yeah, that meme. But literally, that's what I want to create in an org is just a family org. Content creators who genuinely like to help each other out. And Ripper's going back to the candle to make himself look like a demented.
Oh my
person
goodness! It literally adds so many shadows under the eye. Okay.
Kevin's better lit than you are.
Kevin is better lit. Maybe I should just back up, be like.
Just lay on that thing like this.
Woo!
Wait, do I have your mic audio? But yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. Is that's the style of org I want to create. Is more PWR style. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
But they're signed just to be a part of the org.
Yeah.
Whether they want content, whether they want.
I mean, I would sign a team. But that would be.
Well, there's a difference between.
Yeah, I would make a team, but they would have. they wouldn't just be limited to the team. Like, they'd still be signed to the org.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't just be signed for the
Well, my
team
idea.
either.
Sorry, like there's a difference between a team or there's a difference between a part of a phase team
Yeah.
and an org team. Like
Yeah.
a phase team, their only job is to win.
Yes.
Their job is to bring that trophy back to their org.
Same with 100 Thieves, if you think about it.
Like there are certain orgs when you're signed to a competitive team or a competitive roster. It's a sport.
Yeah.
It's not really a
Yeah.
org signing. If
Yeah.
you catch what it's hard to say. It's like your job is to compete,
Yeah.
and that's what's expected of you. And I think if you're signing them as like that, that's a different story. They're signed to compete.
Yeah.
And I think anybody would, even in like 100 Thieves or FaZe, their pros don't really stream that often, if at
No.
all.
Because
Because their main job is just training.
Yeah.
I think PWR is a better example of like almost every member of PWR. Well, I wouldn't say almost, but a lot of members of PWR
Yeah.
genuinely play in FNCS.
Yeah. A lot. Oceania, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think they're... I don't know if they have anybody outside the U.S.
Let's see,
Does-
PWR US members.
Any U.S. members.
Ouch, what was that? That was loud. Lachlan, Loser Fruit. Vin.
I don't think
Overstrand.
so.
I do have to say, like, you see Lachlan, you immediately see PWR.
Yeah.
Like, his face is synonymous to that org. Same thing with Loser Fruit.
Well, seeing as he made it, I would hope so. I would hope so. But yeah, I don't know if I would technically. Yeah, I wouldn't sign someone just to play FNCS if that's kind of what the question is. Like, I would sign teams.
It looks like,
but I wouldn't sign like.
I'm not sure if he's still a part of it, but there looks like there's one a part of
Okay.
in the US.
Okay.
Editor and director of production, though.
Does that necessarily count though? Well, maybe.
Roster players: Worthy, Radius, Jinx,
Let me guess. Most
Alec,
of those are
Sync,
Oceania.
Looter, Sorf. Yeah, they're Oceania.
Okay. Okay.
Former Muzz.
Muzz used to be a part of PWR.
Used to. Oh, yeah, because Muzz went over to US.
Isn't he UK? Yeah. Oh, he's US.
Yeah, he used to be. Wow, I didn't even know there was a Fortnite wiki for Fortnite pros. Fortnite Esports wiki.
Cool. Anyway, I hope we answered your question there, Tectonic. And if we didn't, I apologize.
Well, that was a
And we'll try to answer it, I guess, in the next podcast if we got it wrong.
Yeah, my idea of creating an org is literally creating. It would be cool one day. I know every org has it, but I love the idea of a content house
Yeah.
of where you literally sign people to be part of like
They're just content creators.
yeah content
House.
creators that enjoy being around each other, and I think that's kind of what we want to create, even if
Yeah.
it's not able to be done in the next like 5
Yeah.
years.
Very
I want to
much
create
so.
a group of, even though we're not in the same house together, that
Yeah.
still feel like family. That even off stream, you enjoy hanging around them. And I think that would be. I think for us, when we sign people, I want to be at like.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to say this. I want to see how they fit with the other creators.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to just go out and spend the biggest bucks on the biggest creator and be like, guys, here's the newest person, and he doesn't
what
jive
you're
well
talking
with
about
the
is
team.
kind of a. I don't want to say a probationary period before
Not
they're
probationary.
signed.
I just want to see how they would fit in. Like, or if another creator's like, you know what, I really don't think that this person. Like, I want to
Yeah.
take everybody. I don't want to just take. What's the bottom line? Like, this person has 50,000 viewers, 7 billion followers.
Yeah.
I'm just being sarcastic at this
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
My
yeah.
numbers. Just simply so it doesn't seem like I'm calling anybody out. I'm not calling anybody out.
Yeah.
Again, this is not an informational podcast. This is just simply a talk podcast. We
Talk
will do
about
research when we
podcast.
need to, but we've done no research. I've literally got up for 10 minutes ago, so, and I haven't even had supper.
Well,
But-
this is our opinions. This is what we would like for an org. So.
So I don't want to sign
Our
the
opinion.
biggest name, but him not be a part of the team. But sure,
Yeah.
he may bring a lot to the table. but ultimately our community are more important
Yeah.
than it is. Like, we could stay at 5 viewers for the rest of our life, but I want to still be able to grow this to something that, sure, we only have 5 viewers, but I want everybody in our org of
To
like,
have like 1 million or something like
yeah,
that.
I want our org to be kind of like a household name in the future, like FaZe or AVA or PWR.
Yeah.
I said AVA and the same PWR, bleh. Or Lumen or
Yeah.
Inferno, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think everybody has that hopes for their orgs, but
and it's gonna be a long grind. I don't expect to see anything big in the next 5 years. A lot of in the next few years are gonna be a lot of groundwork,
and
we don't have the funds to even pay. Like, as much as I'm like, the first signing we're gonna do is probably through a competition.
Yeah.
And we're still setting up the groundworks for that. I'm still laying a lot of groundwork down, still doing a lot of work on the back end of it.
Yeah. A lot of what AVA will be doing for the little bit is competitions. We'll be doing a lot of,
well,
like,
we're
for
trying
the next 5 years, probably a couple competitions. And like,
Mm-hmm.
I hope
Like,
to
hosted
someday
through
get up to like a $5,000 prize pool. Like something like that, and just have like the biggest pros like Booga, Clicks. I'm talking the biggest, like,
Well, I
invite the
want to do
biggest-
an in-person LAN event in
Yeah.
our city.
Oh,
that'd be fun.
fantastic. And just just get like a bunch of pros
Get
here,
an Aussie and
just have like
life with Panda for casting. That'd
yeah,
be
and us as casters, because I'm not playing in that. Thank you. I'm not playing against Booga. I'm not playing against Clicks. No,
I think the
thank you.
reason why we want to own an org is ultimately we don't want to play the game anymore. No, I'm joking.
No. yeah. But yeah,
And we do admit, like, Fortnite's not going to be the biggest game forever.
no, it won't be. It can't be.
Eventually, the BR will
Unhealthy,
die.
anyways. Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't see creative actually becoming more like a Roblox style game where that thing can literally get 1,000 lawsuits against it and it doesn't die.
Yeah.
But like, I can see Fortnite creating an ecosystem and creative like that. But eventually, all BRs have a time frame. Like, literally, Warzone lasted a year, Apex lasted a year, and then died and then came back.
Warzone's 2 years, but it's gone on for 2 years. But
I
it's lost
consider
a
it
bit of its
a year.
purpose.
It's not really gotten any bigger in the last year. It's gotten smaller. So that's kind of a dead game syndrome of where you're slowly getting smaller. Same thing
Slowly.
with like League of Legends. Not League of Legends. League
League
of
of
Legends
Legends
is still
huge.
I meant World of Warcraft.
There we go.
Like how
Wow.
it kind of slid, and it's in a very much so a dead game cycle right now.
True.
Of where people log on, nobody's on, they log off.
Yeah.
Like even right now, I'm not complaining on Warzone. Don't take it as that, bro. I'm just talking about it statistically. Pros are and content creators asking them to remove all the playlists because there's not enough players to queue into one match.
yeah.
Because I think the most they can queue in is 100 to 120, and on a 150 player battle royale,
It's a lot
you can
of
spend.
bots.
It's either you spend an extra 30 seconds to queue in a couple more players, or you spend already. I think it's a 2-minute wait time.
Yeah.
And
Somewhere around there.
it's already a very long wait, which it was when we played when it was still really popular.
Yeah, it's
But it's
I don't know
150
though.
players.
For us, when we were playing, we must have been shadow banned. I don't know. I think we were just that bad that we just got shadow banned because people were like, they shouldn't be in our lobby, so they just got us reported and banned us. But like, we were at like 300 MS ping in order to get into a match. So like, something was a little off there.
Something was a little fishy, but
Especially when you used to lead the party,
oh yeah, my parties were awful.
and you were probably the worst out of the two. So.
yeah, I was. Yeah, we were good at that game.
Well, I think now if we went back with our knowledge of positioning and like stuff of how to get around,
Again,
like we
not
would be
complaining
much
about
better.
Warzone. I know you asked me to stop complaining about it. Warzone is the easiest BR.
It is,
like,
but
it
it's
doesn't-
positional. It's
It doesn't take a master to play Warzone.
no.
It-
If Tim the Tapman can get a win, it's not that hard.
Like
But anyway.
we'd probably be better. We didn't have any knowledge of our BR.
No, we
could
didn't
talk
know
about battle
positioning.
royales actually for the rest of today.
we didn't have any positioning knowledge. We were just
Like,
we were
Mike-
just if somebody shot at us, we'd turn and shoot back and try to kill them before they killed us.
There were
But
some
with
good clips
TTK
about
being extremely high, I think is what it is, because it needs a lower TTK. It was extremely high back in the day, like with the kilo, with like the
Oh, yeah, you just,
which has
as soon as you
zero
get broke, you're dead.
yeah, you broke, you're dead, like in seconds. But now they've got like they upped it to like 200 HP in like the
It completely changed the pacing of the game.
yeah, they completely.
I
changed
think
the
they also
pacing.
needed to change the pacing of the game because if they didn't, you would really notice how quickly the lobbies would die out
Yeah.
with a lower queue time.
I think they really didn't think through their new map either, Caldera. And just so you know, I have played Caldera.
I have as well.
I do know what it's like. I've played it.
We're giving our honest opinions. Ripper did ask me to stop harping on Warzone. I'm gonna just a formal apology. I did harp on it. That game burned us bad, and it took me a really long while of getting over it. But I do think I'm at a better point of where I can actually talk about it objectively. I'm not going back to it anytime soon, nor will I play Warzone 2.
Well, I don't know. Warzone 2...
Unless the community severely changed of what it was a few years ago, I still don't think us going back to it is a good idea.
Well, like, we might play it.
Yeah, we'll play it, but
it
won't be our main.
No.
Yeah.
We might play it, like, as, like when it first comes out, be like, oh, cool, we're on Warzone 2, guys, do a YouTube video. Sup, guys, what's going on today, man? Listen.
But I don't think it'll be more of an Apex-style game where we play it and then take a break from it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like that big. But I really am excited for Warzone 2. I hope
I'm looking forward to it.
I hope Microsoft just like absolutely bats it out of the park.
Unless they drop a new Warzone 2. Hey guys, you know what? We're gonna give you a new Warzone. We're just gonna do multiplayer only, no BR.
No.
They imagine they did that though, like Halo.
Yeah, no, they couldn't, because then it would probably COD would die. So the only thing that's kept it afloat is because of the Battle Royale. Like they sell hundreds of thousands of copies of their game and stuff like that, but like still, it's just a multiplayer. People aren't playing
multiplayers die
multiplayers. People are playing solo players and battle royales. That's what they're playing.
Well, you can see definitely the shift in.
Yeah, imagine.
You can see the shift in gaming in the last few years away from multiplayer kind of esque games. Because now there's 3 different types of games now. You used to have, like, I'm going to use The Last of Us. When that game launched, you had your campaign, and then you had a multiplayer. When The Last of Us 2 launched on PS4, they did away with multiplayer.
Yeah.
And that very much so marked a shift in times for gaming in general of, like, a lot of games will have your campaign, but it's like a 10-minute campaign an hour. Like Call of Duty Vanguard. It was a very quick campaign done and over just to say you had one. Yeah. Or even Battlefronts. Battlefront had like what, maybe a 2-hour campaign?
Who are we? Battlefield, you mean?
Battlefront, Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, that was like a 3-4 hour campaign.
I like that one. It was a good campaign, but no way you would just buy it to play the campaign though.
No.
A lot of them are just doing, and I think doing just a quick campaign and then your game, you definitely realize how lacking the game is because you spread your focus.
Yeah.
I think games are now going multiplayer only.
Yeah.
And then doing like a live updates for it, like Split Game. That's a good example. That doesn't have a campaign.
I don't think multiplayer will always be the meta. I don't think we'll see.
Multiplayers,
but I think it's really solo players and battle royales that are really doing well.
Multiplayers are still played off streaming, and it's really hard to gauge the game's popularity off a stream. Splitgate could still have millions of players, and we could never know it. Well, actually, we can because it's on Steam. So you can track the graphs. Fortnite has millions of players. Like, I'm not going to use exact numbers because I will get roasted. I do know roughly how many players are playing it because I have something that I can track it with. But Fortnite, compared to like a multiplayer game, there's millions of people playing this. There's a couple thousand playing it, which not for multiplayer, a couple thousand isn't bad because you can get those lobbies done quick and overthrough very quickly. But I feel like for on streaming, just because you can keep somebody's attention for the entire 22, 30 minutes of a battle royale match, it's going to be worth more in content than a 2 to 6 minute match. No, maybe a 6 minute match. I'm going to use that as an example.
Yeah.
That you have infinite respawns. You're not going to keep somebody's attention as long. Even something with like S&D. You don't see as many S&Ds as popular is because, again, you get a respawn next round. The rounds are like 5 minutes at most. Like, there's a very passionate community about S&D, but no, I'm not going to try and get into that community. But I think it's just, for content in general, solo player games are really good because, again, people are, once they start watching, they're going to want to know the end of the story. Same thing with Battle Royale. Once they start watching, they're going to want to know how that game ends. Same thing with YouTube. As soon as you start a YouTube video, you're going to want to know how that match of the Battle Royale ends. That's why I feel like montage videos, I don't like them as much. Because there's just cool trick shots.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think in gaming, though, we will see a marked shift in the next few years
Yeah.
of less and less multiplayer.
Yeah.
We're
We're
gonna
trying
have-
to find that site where you look up the stats. Of
I'll
it
do
right
that
now.
off stream.
I found one site.
Fortnite has 2 players. Yeah, that's right.
No. It's like where you can look up literally their. It's not the COD tracker. Is it the COD tracker?
No, it's not COD Tracker. That's to look up people's stats.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
But-
I didn't know that was there.
What are your thoughts, bro? Like, do you think back in the early days, the glory days, as people call it, like when the Halo MP, all that stuff, do you think we're going to ever have the point of gaming where it's going to be multiplayers on top in Twitch side or YouTube video side for like a long, and I'm not meaning like popular for a
Twitch.
week. I'm meaning like a
Not-
long-term popularity.
Yeah. Not Twitch. Twitch will never not with the attention span of people on Twitch. Twitch has a different attention span than let's say TikTok. So TikTok, it's 30-second clips. They're on to the next one. Twitch, they almost like to see the longer form content over the
It's more
shorter
rewarding
form live, die, repeat, live, die, repeat, live, die, repeat. They like to see the end game and like they like to see the middle end game, like early, middle, and end game, kind of like a battle royale. At least that's the stats of right now. I can confirm that. Just like take our word for it, like seriously. But like, yeah, I don't think on Twitch it'll do well.
Even
On YouTube, unless it's really funny or has something different than normal, then no, neither YouTube, because YouTube's also kind of that way. It's long form. They're switching over to more of the 30-second short form clips. We'll see how that goes. It's in its kind of early stages. They're still putting a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort into YouTube Shorts. I strongly suggest YouTube Shorts over TikTok just because it's better, I feel, than TikTok. TikTok is
strange.
TikTok.
the
No,
least.
okay. I'm just gonna say this. TikTok is a short-term fame. So you get 100 views on one video, and then you post another video, it gets another 100 views, and you're like, oh, you're feeling so good about yourself. But it doesn't matter about the video. It doesn't matter if it's good or not. People are just scrolling. And no, even if they see it for like 2 seconds and they scroll past,
That
it's
still
a
counts as one view.
So it's a short-term fame. You're not actually getting anybody's attention.
Unless it's a
Even
banger
if
of a
it goes
video.
like viral, you don't get many followers from that. So it's a short-term fame. I would strongly suggest you put more time into your
Well,
YouTube
here's the thing.
content, your Twitch content.
We're going to get back to gaming in a second. I'm just going to quickly break down the the TikTok thing.
Oh, Twitter
feel-
content. Yeah, that's
I feel like TikTok is highly overrated for gamers.
very.
And we put months into TikTok. We put
stayed
entire
at
6
42
months.
followers.
No, we
and
had
like
30.
1,000
We had
billion
31
views.
followers and maybe a couple thousand channel views. And 1,000 likes on our TikToks.
Which wasn't that bad. Like, likes
Yeah.
are harder to come by. But
Oh
like,
yeah. But like here's the thing. Some of our videos peaked over 1,000, 1,500 views, stuff like that. We never saw a single follower pretty well for the last 4 months of it. And we put hours and hours and hours. We quit TikTok and we're like, no, this isn't working. And we
Yeah.
went back to revitalize our YouTube. Since doing that, I can attest, statistically, I don't really care about statistics, but I will bring it up. Our peak watch time and our statistics for when we started back up our channel on YouTube, back to our channel on Twitch, if you compare them the same, our YouTube content started picking back up, our Twitch views and our Twitch watch time and our Twitch follows also increased.
I mean, so
I don't
for
wanna-
view wise on our YouTube,
It's
it's
the same.
low. Like let's say 10 views, 4 views, like
But
5
we have,
views, 6
they
views,
watch
7 views.
85% of the video.
Yeah, they'll watch the video at least. And it is harder to grab somebody's attention. So, like, I don't really care. It just takes that one video. And it'll, trust me.
And
So
they'll
look at
sub-
how many people have gotten famous off of TikTok, and look at how many people have gotten famous off of YouTube.
Here's another thing.
YouTube, they've become almost, so I'd say most people who become famous on YouTube stay successful and are like keep on pushing, keep on trying, and they earn a wage off of it now, and they do it full time. TikTok, there's a very low percentage that kind of do that.
Here's the
I mean,
thing.
it is a newer platform, but
I'm just going to bring this also. I know what you were saying about, like, there's a lot of famous people on TikTok. You have, like, Charlie D'Amelio. I don't really know the names. I'm not big into TikTok. the culture of all these people.
There's people.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
But if you look at the vast majority of the bigger TikTok people, and look at it this way, there's going to be, watch the graph. If you look at people who are very popular in the gaming realm on TikTok, go look at their Twitch.
Yeah.
There's going to be the weird few people that you're going to pull up their Twitch and they're going to have a lot of followers, but they're not going to have a lot of viewers.
Yep.
The thing about TikTok is you have to be very, very careful about, and I feel like we're on an entirely different tangent at this point.
That's fine. It's fine. We didn't really have a plan for this one anyway.
You have to be careful about, because it's a short form content. Sometimes the people, when they come through, they'll follow and then they leave. They'll go find the next thing. They're just scrolling for a second. If they see your video happen upon your channel, they'll follow it. That's great. It won't really be a viewer though.
No.
Unlike YouTube or something like that, where they stumble across your content and are like, hey, this video is actually pretty good. Let's go sub to them. Oh, they're live on Twitch. Let's go watch them. They're already pre-wired in of like, they're expecting to sit there for like maybe a 30 minutes to an hour. TikTok, they're 30 seconds. And so like, sure, you can get a lot of followers off of TikTok, maybe. It's different mileage will vary for everyone. You have to find what works for you.
Yeah.
Like we're saying this from our example. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Focus on TikTok, yes. Make sure you're going to YouTube. Make sure you're going to Twitter. Make sure you're doing. Our Instagram is actually kind of bad. I'm not going to bring that as an example.
Our Instagram pops off for like videos and
for
stuff.
weird ones. Gaming's not the best on Instagram. It doesn't do well for videos. IRL content does though. We have like, out of our IRL content, I think we have like 10,000 views now on like 4 videos, maybe 5. But on our gaming ones, we have like 20 videos up there and we have 5 views on each of them. So
yeah,
not the best. But your mileage is going to vary depending on what type of content you make.
Yeah. Like I can give you right now our stats on like our Twitch side stats. So right now in our rank, oh my goodness, our rank. Okay, so this is Twitch tracker. You can look us up. It's the Two Bros Gaming on Twitch tracker.
1 second.
Our rank is 523,071. That's our rank out of probably like a billion streamers out there.
And
That's
here's
our
the
rank.
thing.
And then our stats have just they go much better. Like just go up.
But
like,
when we were
that's
focusing on
good.
YouTube,
And that's
when we were
YouTube.
focused, when we quit YouTube after a while because we didn't. Again, we thought TikTok is the way to go. Focus on TikTok.
We were told that, so
And so we're like, okay, let's full send TikTok. We regretted it now. We started losing a lot of traction in our Twitch as well.
yeah.
Your mileage is going to vary. Don't take our word for it. Please do not take our word for it. Find what works for you and use those first like 6 to 8 months of stream to figure that out. Don't go, oh, the Two Bros Gaming taught me this. This is the worst mistake you could make as a content creator. Don't follow somebody else's fame.
No.
And I'm not meaning we're famous. I'm meaning that as an example. Don't follow fame. I like that because it's DFF. I like abbreviations. Don't follow fame. If you're following in somebody else's path and they say, guys, I'm at 4 billion followers, 700 million watches. This is how you get famous. That's going to work for them. It's not going to work for you. Everybody has a different path to their end game. Like, yeah. If you ask a hockey player or a sports player, how did you get to where you are? They're not going to say, well, I just read this book and I got to where I am now.
I reviewed every single Sidney Crosby play and did it exactly the same.
No, they're going to be like, I learned from this person, but I ultimately was like, you know what? How am I going to play my game? Now, sure, some players are like, they take inspiration. Like, I take inspiration from Harris Heller. That man is truly a genius. Except that he moved to YouTube. But we'll not hold that against him. I take inspiration from other content creators on Twitch, like Blazer7080 or
Nick A30.
Nick A30.
Nick Merckx.
Nick Merckx.
Tim-
Like
no, Tim
everybody
Sam's
you
the
watch, don't just watch them as being like think of how are they in this position? How did they get there?
Don't copy them.
No, don't copy them. Don't be that one of those people of Nick A35. There's already Nick A30. You're not going to become a copycat. But think of like, okay, Nick A30, he streams in the morning. Not a lot of people stream in the morning in the big time streamers. He was able to capture that audience. Figure out what works for you. Like, yeah, I like streaming in the morning, but I kind of like that mid-afternoon stream time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I don't like as much at night. Sure, in the summer, we're going to have to move back to more nighttime streams because I work in the daytime a lot, but that's okay for the summertime.
Yeah.
But yeah, just don't follow somebody else's fame and think
Yeah.
it's going to work for you. Everybody has a different path and a different side of the game.
Yeah. And it's different for everyone.
And
Don't be discouraged.
and don't take our word for it.
Yeah.
Keep going and figure out what works for you. If it doesn't work for you to be a Twitch streamer, fine, maybe try YouTube.
Yeah.
Maybe try TikTok. TikTok's going to have one in a few months here. I'm going to caution you on TikTok, though. It's going to be harder for somebody newer to come into that space because, again, that content thing of people on TikTok really only like short form content.
They're going there for the clips.
They're not going there for a full-time stream.
No.
But there's so many different options. Figure out what works for you and figure out what can get you, not get you an audience, but figure out what works for your audience as well.
Yeah.
Our audience works great on Twitch. Now, if the day came when we needed to figure out a different platform, I would move to YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube's our next option.
Yeah.
We already have 50 followers on YouTube. It wouldn't be that hard to start. Because again, a thing about YouTube, they watch your video. If they hit that subscribe button, they're already on your channel
Yeah.
on YouTube. So that's a nice thing about YouTube streaming. Any content you put on it is immediately gains, unlike Twitch, where you have to when you put it on YouTube, you have to hope that they go over to Twitch. Different story for a different time.
Yeah.
But just figure out what works for you.
I wouldn't suggest Facebook. Just I wouldn't suggest Facebook.
For a
gaming,
younger person, I wouldn't suggest it because again, you need to be 13 or else you'll be immediately banned. And again, one last thing I'm going to say: do not be that kid that is at the age of 10 and I'm going to start uploading to YouTube.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Be very careful. Be proactive and figure out how you do content. Learn video editing. Wait till you're 13 though. Because again, there's just that safety thing of being safer when I've seen so many kids they have a YouTube channel by the time they're 10. And I'm like, that's just not safe.
No.
Follow your parents. If your parents think it's okay, maybe. But I would just be make sure you're above age of the platform you're on. Even if YouTube does allow you to have one at 10, make sure you're 13.
Yeah.
13 is a safe minimum. And then, and then there's also that's a different story for a different time. Just make sure you're safe whenever you're doing it. That's just a common sense thing. And if you are watching this podcast, make sure you're listening along with the parents, because even though we are family friendly, we do strongly suggest,
safety on that internet.
Oh yeah, safety on the internet. Even on our Twitch, there's a lot of younger kids that watch us.
I mean, Twitch has ads as well, so sometimes there can be something on there.
There's so many unreliable things, but again, different thing for a different time. Now it's a good time for a sponsor break.
We don't have a sponsor.
We do too. We have Cinch Gaming.
Right.
Use our code BROFAM at Cinch Gaming for 5% off your next order. This is an affiliate link. Help us out. No, help us out. Help
Support
yourself
us.
out to a brand new controller at Cinch Gaming. Beautiful paddles, absolutely amazing quality builds. They have actually built-in buttons to the side, unlike a paddle, so that way you don't have to hold your hand at weird angles still with a paddle. They're just built right into the side of the controller. Plus, you can customize the absolute daylights out of these things. So if you want a pink controller with blue lights, you can do that. They are gorgeous. Use code BROFAM at checkout for 5% off your next order.
And use our affiliate link, and that'll also support us as well.
All right, back to what we were talking about gaming. I do feel sorry, I want to go back to gaming simply because I actually kind of want to talk about this. I think
back to gaming.
I think for most part, you can see on Twitch a very much so, even on YouTube gaming, there are the kings of the industry right now. There's there's three titans that I'm going to say, that I'm going to call out right here and there. We have Fortnite.
Oh.
Fortnite is the greatest game on Twitch. And I'm not saying this because I'm a Fortnite streamer. No. It's literally remained popular for how many years?
Yeah, it's been out for 6 years, and it's
5 years now? No, 4 years. I think this is its 5th year anniversary.
Yeah, this would be its 5th, yeah.
It's remained popular for 5 years, nearly. I'm rounding it up.
Yeah.
In an industry where the shelf life of a game is a year, that alone, I know people like to meme on it, but I think in the next 10 years, after Fortnite's dead, people are going to look back and remember it for the game that it truly, the position that it truly deserves. The next one, I'm going to say Valorant.
Yeah.
One second,
I could see that, yeah.
Valorant is one, it took interesting position from CSGO. And I'm using Twitch. I'm not saying like the greatest games of all time because you can debate that to the moon. So is it Halo? Is it Mario? But Valorant, it very much so took people that were kind of annoyed at Fortnite at the changing of metas, changing of that, and gave them a stable game that doesn't really change that much.
But they do add stuff to it still.
No, it doesn't change that much for comp.
Yeah.
It doesn't break the meta and make people mad at them.
No.
Very often. It might do that once in a blue moon, but it doesn't do that too often.
No.
And the next one, as much as I want to say CSGO.
CSGO?
I don't
know what you're smoking, but...
I know CSGO is very important in the industry of like esports and all that stuff, and it can peak on Twitch, but yeah, I would give that one an honorable mention.
Yeah.
The reason why I won't give it like a full-fledged mention is there's another game that still, after like I don't know how many years it's been released, Grand Theft Auto.
That is a meta, yep.
Literally, that game has literally got the graphics of a free Steam game that you can literally get.
Yeah.
But it still remains one of the most streamed games in the world.
Yeah. Like, I think
the roleplay definitely helps of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because, again, that's that creative mentality of, like, what Fortnite has, is if you're done with the Battle Royale, you can play the online multiplayer.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, there's 201K viewers right now on it. On Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, yeah.
On Fortnite, there is 36,000.
There's nobody streaming it right now.
Nobody.
How many are on Warzone?
Warzone? 57.1K viewers.
Oh, yeah. Well, also for Fortnite, not defending it either, it's the 2 weeks before the new season. Content creators are going to be taking a break before hitting it hard in the new season.
Right now, Apex has 130K, which
they have an event.
It's rounding up to ALGS right now.
So again, it's just the different peaks of different games, and I think there was also a tournament today in Warzone.
Warzone?
Yeah, Boom TV. Hello, Barry.
2v2 killer race.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it's Aiden's live. Swag is live. Huskers is live. Neo is live.
Oh yeah, because it's a tournament day. But back to what we were talking about, I would qualify those 3 games as like they're the kings of their own content. We have the king of Battle Royale, Fortnite. We have the king of, I would say, the current king of competitive, Valorant, and then the current king of content, GTA.
Yeah.
Honorable mention I will give to League of Legends. League of Legends is very, very popular. They have done, I don't know enough about it. It's sometimes really popular on Twitch to view, especially when there's competitions going, and it is a lot of fun to watch.
Okay, so right now, I don't know how reasonable this tracker is, but right now for Fortnite, there's 3,099,000 players right now online. I don't know if that's...
Let me see.
Huge. It's called the player counter. You can check it for yourself.
Oh, yeah, I think I've actually used that one.
I don't know how reasonable this one is. Maybe it's extremely off. But that's a pretty decent number for right now.
Let me see. Yeah, I would say it's fairly reasonable.
Fairly? Yeah, okay. Very reasonable.
I wish I had a search bar, though. Playercounter.net.
Playercounter.com.
Oh, yeah. Playercounter.com. Splitgate. Yeah, 10,000 players.
Okay, so it's
on
pretty
Steam,
reasonable.
10,000. Yeah, it's actually, I would say, fairly correct. It is harder to figure out with... That's the one where I actually found out Fortnite peaked above 10 million one day.
Yeah. Amogus, Bobby.
Let's see, Valorant.
Yeah, we're looking at like...
Valorant 802, yeah.
Call of Duty Warzone live player count. 272,000 right now.
Okay, yeah. CS, 700,000. Among Us. Oh, I actually know the correct on Among Us. 1 million people are playing Among Us right now.
3 million people are playing Amogus, Bobby?
Yep.
3 million?
Yeah.
Is this
1
still
million.
that big?
1 million.
Any
kids game is going to be big.
That's not really a kids game, but Fall Guys has
21,000 on Titanfall.
235,000.
Pardon me?
How is that thing still alive? Wait, so Warzone has the same amount of players as Fall Guys right now?
Warzone has 3 times less than Fall Guys.
Well, no, that's not right now. 273,000, 239,000 for Warzone, 273 for like Fall Guys or so.
Oh yeah,
Give or take.
Fall Guys. I think I meant Among Us.
Oh, Among Us.
Mm-hmm.
Minecraft has
3 million.
3.3 million. And then where is RuneScape? No.
Apex has 1 million players online right now.
Well, that's because it's getting really close to really close, love. Grand Theft Auto is it IV or what is it?
Fortnite just went to 300 and
Grand Theft Auto V 123,000. I think that's the wrong one.
No, Grand Theft Auto 5. Not a lot of people. It's viewed on Twitch. Not a lot of people play it actively though.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
understandable.
just yeah, that's just kind of like the right now the kings of the industry right now are those 3.
Yeah.
Again, the brackets would be redrawn if it was like what is CSGO currently at Fortnite. Why is my headphones keep popping? If you can hear that on the
currently
stream, by the way,
streaming
sorry
right
about
now?
that.
Like how many people are watching? On
One
Twitch?
second, I can see that.
On Twitch or what?
Views high to low. Escape from Tarkov.
Stay from Tarkov.
30,000. Okay, yeah. So like I'm just doing it right now. Valorant normally has about 100,000 people.
I guarantee you that's probably like one person. Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah, mostly spread among 3 viewers.
6.7K sub Rosa.
Also, when you're looking at views on Twitch, be very careful on when you see a game is 500,000 viewers. See how many people are streaming it. Like I can click on Valorant right now. 1, 2. Only one streamer has above 10,000 viewers. Yeah. So that means the viewer per average is very spread out across all the games. So that means it's a very right now on Fortnite. Even though 30,000 viewers right now, only one person is above 2,000 viewers. That's phase replays.
Yeah. And then there's just chatting. I'm just like.
Just chatting I don't count as a video game.
No, but it is a high view, but like
for Warzone.
Right now it's consisting of like the top, so it's got like 300,000 and it's consisting of like Hassan, I'm sorry if I say her name wrong. Imaru, and then some at 1G.
Well, let's put it this way. For Call of Duty Warzone,
60
bro,
to 70,000 viewers right now.
5 people have 20,000 of its viewers.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing about most like most of the like lower ones that have like 17,000. It's usually just one person.
And so like that's what we're meaning is like CSGO sure has 30,000 people, but only 2 people have those. 2 people have over half of those viewers.
Like right now, Destiny 2 has 31,000 viewers, and it's Prime Gaming with 11,000 of those viewers.
Like
because
I'm
they're
going to use
doing
Escape from Tarkov. One of the players right here has 9,000 viewers, and then it goes down to 800.
Just so you know, this is at the time of this film. This does not mean it's later on. This does not mean it's
like
not
Rocket
be
League.
The case.
One of the players has 14,000 viewers. The next one after that is 500, and they dropped a new season.
Wait, it's new season?
So like you can see when I'm talking about the titans of the industry right now.
I'm talking the ones that are consistently
yeah, like
viewers
look at
over everybody.
GTA 25,000, 16, 15, 10, 9, 6, 6, 6, 5, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Those are all 1,000, and I can scroll down almost. I have to scroll down to almost the second page to see somebody above 1,000 viewers.
Halo Infinite, what a sad story for that one.
So like that's what I'm talking about, the Titan. And like if you look at the top right now, the biggest ones are Elden Ring, which people are trying to learn how to play that game.
Yeah.
Probably in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or maybe a month's time, Elden Ring will die off. Yeah. Lost Ark, I can see it sticking around kind of like how, what was the game last year? New World?
New World? Yeah.
So it'll stick around and then kind of, depending if they keep giving content to it, it'll just fall off. Minecraft will always remain popular. Dead by Daylight, I don't know. That game is like, boggles my mind. I don't know how that game is still popular. It is fun to play though. If you like screaming, it is fun to play. Still need to do a YouTube video of us playing it.
Playing
But yeah,
what?
I just think for the most part, for the future of gaming, I think we're gonna have we're gonna have very much so three separate divides. We're gonna have BRs, and they're gonna take months, if not years, to do,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be either very popular on Twitch or just fall apart instantly.
Yeah.
We're gonna have solo player games
Yeah.
where they're gonna be very, very popular for a few weeks on Twitch and then die off, but are still gonna be played mostly, kind of like Forbidden West, kind of like Elden Ring, games like that where you just play them once and done.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have multiplayer games where if they can, I'm considering CS:GO and Valorant in a multiplayer game.
Yeah. Well,
They're
yeah.
competitive
It's
multiplayer.
more of a. What it is it's SND. It's an SND. So
But I'm considering it a
kind of a
multiplayer.
multiplayer, yeah.
We're gonna have two different types of multiplayer. So we're gonna have the competitive, where we're gonna have like Valorant style of like high action comp, and then we're gonna have,
yeah.
then we're gonna have those ones that are popular for a couple of weeks, and then kind of they'll still be played, but they'll die off in viewership of Twitch, kind of like
Yeah.
Splitgate. That's gonna be the style of what it's gonna be. I don't think we're ever gonna see again in the industry. Maybe I'll be wrong, but I don't think we're ever gonna see a game like Fortnite again.
We could see a game that picks up in popularity.
But here's the thing:
I don't know.
Fortnite was right time, right place, right here. Like literally,
They didn't. I don't know. I don't even think they realized that they were timing it
No,
perfectly. But
no, I don't even think so. Like VR for them was just a little fun mini game to try and get more copies of Save the World sold. That was Fortnite.
yeah, and it was just perfect.
Perfect time.
It was
Like
llama. It's fine. It's fine.
my thing is, yeah, it just in order for something to feasibly take down Fortnite, you're gonna have to worry about three things.
Yeah.
And I'm meaning about not viewership. I'm meaning viewership. You're gonna have to have one game that is not brutal for kids to watch, like Call of Duty. That parents are literally gonna be like, "Oh, you're just watching Fortnite. That's fine."
Yeah.
You're gonna have to be one. So again, that's one thing I don't think that Apex. That's one reason why not as many parents let their kids watch Apex is because again, there is still it's a FPS.
Yeah.
It's not as cartoony. There's still blood. There's still violence. There's still language, which Fortnite still has language. You just have to go looking for it.
Save the world.
It's gonna have to be fun for viewers, but fun also for competitive.
Yeah.
And third, it's gonna have to actively roll out support as in new content updates,
Yeah.
stuff to keep people coming back to the game.
I don't
And-
think there's many games that will be able to do that though.
No.
Not
And the
many.
final thing,
Yeah.
and this is gonna be rolling out support and still have people passionate about it.
Yeah.
I think that's where we see so many problems is, and I know I'm not hating on Apex right now. Look at Respawn right now. Respawn is literally losing hundreds of, like literally go onto their job postings. They're literally trying to fill every gap possible right now because they have a lot of, like, I think they lost 2/3 or a third of their employees in the last year. And they have 3 games that are needing to be out in the next year or 2 years. We're going to see either two things from Respawn. Either they're going to fill all those positions and still they're going to struggle to train new people, especially and they're still hosting a live service game like Apex. Or we're going to see lack of content coming towards their live service game. And I think that's the reason why we've seen so much
Yeah.
partly hashed things coming out of Respawn. I'm meaning in events and stuff like that. Is because like they don't have enough time with like their small amount of devs. Fortnite employs, I think the number is 6 times or 5 times the amount of devs
Yeah.
Respawn has to run one game. That's not to run Epic Game Store. That's just to make stuff for Fortnite. Respawn has 300 devs trying to make 3 games in the next year, plus hosting a live service game. So, like, yeah, I think we're going to have to... Yeah, I'm not sure if any game in the next few years will be that as popular as Fortnite. Because, again, Fortnite was right place, right time. And one thing that Fortnite also did really well, they scaled their development very, very well with the amount of player base that they have. Like, you see a lot of games get really popular and then just fall apart because they don't have enough manpower to keep going forward with it. If you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah. Sorry, I just saw a really flashy headline here. Sorry.
What was the flashy headline?
Doctor disrespect and Twitch resolve legal dispute.
Oh, really?
Let's see what it says.
I want to read that. What is the article? Is it from Dexterio?
In a tweet on March 10th, he said, "I have resolved my legal dispute with Twitch. No party admits to any wrongdoing." So does that mean they can now play it?
However, fans are still left without any explanation. With legal minis back on Twitch, though Doc shut down any speculation in the future. In response to all your questions, Doc will not return to Twitch.
Doc will not return. So did that mean he can play with him?
Oh, no.
What?
You know what that does?
What?
Timmy left Twitch to play with Doc.
Yeah. He says he won't return, though.
No.
In response to all your questions, Doc will not return to Twitch.
I wish I could show on my screen.
Nick
Nick Merckx commented, bet Apex ranked.
Yeah.
Now he can stream on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So that means the reason why Timmy left to go to YouTube, he can now stream on Twitch.
You're actually right. That was one of the biggest reasons.
That was the reason why he left. Oh my word! That completely throws.
Well, no, he's still on YouTube and he still has like a multi.
I know, but that was the reason why he left.
Deal, but like that was one of the biggest reasons why he left.
Twitch has not notified me for the specific reasons behind their decision. Firm handshakes to all their support during this difficult time. Dr. Disrespect. So that means he can. Wow. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Dr. Disrespect is back on Twitch.
I think it's good news, right? It's really vague. I don't know. It said Tim during his stream. I just don't know. I'll tell you what, man. Nothing would make me happier if Nick Merckx, and Dr. Disrespect can play together. That'd be sick.
That's actually kind of cool. That's cool.
So it might have actually been an ad.
I still want to know what happened, though. But yeah.
Yeah, but that's not really the most important thing.
To kind of close out this podcast.
But that means he can now stream with like. That's awesome, though. So he's not banned anymore.
No, but he doesn't want to come back, probably.
No.
Which does mean he can be open back up to his.
He could get YouTube to actually sign him, which would be great. But yeah, that's great for Doc.
YouTube
I can't believe that happened.
Content.
That's awesome.
Good job, Doctor.
Let's go, Doc.
Built different. But yeah,
we can now talk about him on Twitch, bro.
Pardon me?
We can now talk about him on Twitch without being afraid.
And we can actually, well, we still can't show his we can show his videos on Twitch. We just can't show his live stream on Twitch without getting banned.
No, we could show his live stream.
No, we can't live stream his live stream. That's a big no-no. YouTube doesn't like that.
I mean, what can YouTube do on Twitch?
Again, remember what I talked about the other day about big companies making examples of the little guy?
Yeah, that's true.
We'd be that little guy.
All right, so I think we'll just close out the podcast.
So yeah, closing remarks on this was like...
We didn't really have a set plan for today.
Next podcast, I want to do some actual, not research, but we are going to be talking about Star Wars.
Star Wars.
We're going to be talking about that.
And tractors next.
Pardon me?
Tractors next.
Oh yeah, I love tractors. No, we're something we're really passionate about is Star Wars. We've loved that franchise from pretty well
day one.
Pretty well since I was born.
Yeah. Well, not day one, but day one for us, I guess, is what you would say.
But yeah, I love that. But closing remarks on like our Twitch thing, I don't think we're ever gonna have one game that's gonna be the reign supreme game, and I think people need to get that out of their brain.
Yeah.
Is there's room for everyone.
Yeah.
There's 7 billion people in the world. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if 1 million people are playing one game. It really doesn't matter that much. And so I don't think we're ever going to have a game that everybody's playing. And I think we're just going to have to be okay with that. And I don't think there's going to be a game that everybody's watching either. Because again, everybody has different tastes. Some people do like the BRs. Some people do like the multiplayers.
To correct your earlier statement, by the way, there are 7.753 billion people on this planet.
We are a talk podcast. We are not an informational podcast.
No, this is from Google.
Google
from 2020. So,
yeah, we're not sure now. But
Okay.
yeah, just closing
Anyway.
remarks. It's an informational. We
Yeah.
were just talking about this. We were talking about our org. We were talking about Dr. Disrespect. Kind
Yeah.
of rehashing everything that we talked about. What else
Congrats
did
for
we
Doc
miss?
being
Good,
unbanned.
good job on Doc. I think maybe Saturday we can try maybe playing Forbidden West. Do you want to try that on stream?
That's for you because I don't really play it.
Well, you could still move over here and sit next to me. We can play kind of together. I think there's a way you can play it. It's a 2-player.
No, it's not 2-play.
Okay, I thought it was.
Anyway,
You can be my
moving
ghost,
on.
though.
Have a great rest of your day, lads.
And just remember, everybody, porgs can only fly backwards.
What?